Hey everybody. So again, more Black Series. Maybe I should just slow down on the Black Series. I don't know, but this is what you guys watch is the Black Series. I mean, still got trans. I'm staring at Transformers. It looks like I'm just staring off into space, but I still have some of my Transformers that I'd at least like to record. But there's steps involved with Transformers. Like you actually have to transform them and all mine are in robot mode, and that's what I like. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just do a hey, look at my few transform. I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna back into wave 22 since we basically did wave 23 minus the Jet Trooper, which gonna we're getting to that. So hold tight. Hey everybody, Papa Gord here once again. So yeah, we're back in wave 22. This one's gonna be again, I think another kind of lackluster figure. Sorry, it's not the Mandalorian, or the Second Sister, or Cal Kestis. So that leaves us with the Offworld Jawa, and it's a Jawa. It's a soft goods, mostly soft goods Jawa, with he's slightly different color and he's got red eyes. So that's him. I'm assuming. I think people are saying this is a Mandalorian figure. So that gives us 3, and then IG-11 will make it 4. So at least that's an even amount of figures for the series so far. He's I don't know. Honestly, guys, this was one that I honestly wasn't really gonna get, but since I ordered the case, and because I'm so close to having all the figures, it makes no sense not to get them. So there's a little bit of I don't even know how to explain him. So he is plastic like his hood. So his hood is not cloth material. You get his upper arms. If you pull up his sleeves, if I can get it up there. Okay, I gotta pull up old Jawa. This is my here. This is from David, who made me my Java's throne pad. So this is my slave Jawa, who fans Jabba the Hutt. And this is also my defunct one that has a really bad the slit that goes into the back of his raisin head. The plastic slit is really warped, so it never. Yeah, and I've never tried to fix it. I'm just like, the heck with it. That's what he's good for. He can, now that I have Jabba's throne pad, that's what he can do. So if you never watched my Jawa review, this is what a Jawa looks like without his hood. But so we're just gonna leave the hood off. I know it may be disturbing, and maybe I should have put a disclaimer in front of this, but so if we look, it's basically the upper half of this Jawa is this figure here. So it sort of bulks him up a little bit because you're getting basically here. We'll go from the back side because you can kind of see the movement parts. So from this part here up is exactly what you're getting in that Offworld Jawa, but with all the soft good bits on him. So I mean, that's, you know, it's fine. I don't think they were gonna be like, oh man, we gotta rebuild the Jawa right from the ground up and start over again. They're not gonna do that. I was a little disappointed in that. I mean, there's probably honestly no way that they're gonna make the hood look anywhere near like this had they done it in soft goods. So I get it. The colors pretty well match up, and that's okay. I kind of dig the darker colors. Warning, here he comes again with no hood. I mean, this is the Jawa that all of us OG Star Wars people are used to. The brown, the little guy scurrying around. Mind you, there were some quite large Jawas that you saw running around on Tatooine, for sure. Picking up R2 and 3PO and putting them into their sand crawler. But you know, you got the beady yellow eyes, you got the beady red eyes going on. So I don't know if being off-world changes them or something. I don't know, but yeah. So articulation, you get side. There is a little bit of waggle for the up and down, but honestly, to make it look like the hood's actually attached, you're not really gonna put the head down too much because it just takes away from the illusion. As far as his arms, if I can get his shoulders up, he does have a single joint. So he does get almost 90 degree, pretty well 90 degree bend. He does have, does he have any? Yeah, he goes, that kind of an articulation on his little black hands. And then, I guess for all of those people who always wanted to know what a Jawa, besides what a Jawa looked like without his hood, what a Jawa looks like underneath his robe, we'll just split him up. So there you go. So not much to him. He's just really got a lot of wraps. And he does have a little bit, show you right there. So that's flat. So he does have a little bit of bend at the knees. Not a full bend, not a half bend. He's not even quite 15 degrees maybe. And in his feet, he's got, you know, the standard articulation on the feet. And then you can, if you need to, you can twist his leg all the way around from the knee down. So, yeah, that's it. Honestly, you go any higher and it's going to be really difficult to see. But you can tell where the upper half of the hard plastic of the original Jawa goes. And it's just like they've just taken a segmented body and plugged him in. So I am going to say that, yeah, and it is. It's exactly, so it's basically, it's this Jawa, take this hard traffic cone, lower hard plastic piece off, and then wrap him in cloth, and that's what the Offworld Jawa is. Sorry for being so invasive, my little friend. And then they try to get the fabric to lay right sometimes. So yeah. And then with his bandolier, it's been more darkened and weathered. I dig it. I like the look of the bandolier. He's still rocking the same, the exact same gear and setup as his Tatooine counterpart. You know what? I feel bad for this guy. Let's give him his due respect. So that's like his, I don't know, his droid zapper. I'm assuming that's what R2 got nailed with when they crash landed in the escape pod on Tatooine. So I think that's that. And then they have like a little, almost like a blunderbuss type of weapon. Unfortunately, my other one, just to do comparison for paint, I think the paint is slightly different. This almost looks bronzed a little bit, so it's nice. It kind of blends with the look of the bandolier on the Offworld Jawa. So my slave Jawa, I put his away because he doesn't need it holding a fan all day long. And honestly, I'd get rid of his other weapon if it wasn't attached to his bandolier. So, so there you go. It's right there. It looks pretty formidable, I guess, for a little raisin-headed dude. So, yeah. And I mean, and it fits in his hand as well as it can. Pressure's always on when you're doing this as you're recording. Like so. He looks pretty alright. So I mean, he hangs out right now. I've got him with Cara Dune and the Mandalorian kind of away from my other shelf because that's it. I'm tapped. I'm tapping out. I have no space and still no extra shelf to put any of this stuff. So I've got like a slew of bodies laying around on my makeshift photo table, which is actually Riley's little plastic blue table with some white, thick, kind of cardboardy stock from the dollar store. But hopefully soon I'm going to be moving to a better sized table. But yeah, so I mean, that's him. Once you have him in hand, he is better. Again, it's like the First Order Stormtrooper. Yeah, he's got better articulated elbows. Does that make him better? Well, yeah, it does, because he's got better articulated elbows and you can get him in better poses. Making him a darker color with beady red eyes instead of beady yellow eyes and giving him soft goods, does that make him better than the original? It's time will tell. I mean, it's the typical fabric. I've already got frayed bits, but if it was a clean cut, I don't think it would look quite as good. I think it's kind of meant to look a little bit more frayed, because it's not like he's just hanging out on, I don't know, Cloud City or Canto Bight or any of those fancy posh places. So yeah. So anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this little guy. We're slowly getting through wave 22. I do just want to pull this out as a reminder because I forgot in the wedge review. Don't forget, I have another one of these guys that I'm just going to give away. I know these are starting to come out in the States, but hey, if it saves you guys a few bucks and it adds a really awesome figure to your collection, then hey, I'm glad to help. So we're still running it. So make sure there's a like and a comment, and then that's all you need to do. So it doesn't even have to be a long comment. And just to show it off again, the backpack of awesomeness. It's getting heavy. There's not a whole lot of room left in here. I might be able to squeeze one more thing in. So there's stuff in here. I'm not telling you what, but there is maybe some Lego, maybe some Black Series, maybe some who knows what. Plus the backpack, and this backpack's really, really high quality. So I really wanted to keep it for myself, but I don't really need a backpack. But so that's gonna be 500 subs. I'm not saying let's get to there. I'm just saying when we hit 5, that's gonna be 5. If we hit over 5, then it'll be over 5. Whatever. But that's gonna wrap it up. Again, another figure who I thought was going to take not that long, and we're still Papa Gord ramble. So that's going to do it for myself, for this beady-eyed, raisin-headed Offworld Jawa. And we'll see you guys in the next review. So until then, have a good one, eh?